Welcome to the Smart Money Mentorship series. And today we're going to cover everything you need to get started with your journey of making money in the stock market. Yes, you heard that right. This is completely free, zero cost to anybody who wants to join. And if you're watching this video now, you have already made the first step to creating wealth for yourself. And that is to improve your financial literacy. Because money is not earned by people who keep on doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result. Money is earned by those who come out of their comfort zone, those who take time and effort to upgrade themselves, and this is the perfect place for you to start. In fact, the only reason I'm making this free mentorship series is because when I started, I had nobody. I didn't have any guide. I didn't have anyone who could have told me the right things, and I made a lot of mistakes. I lost a lot of money, and I don't want you to do the same. I want you to be able to hit the ground running and start making real money in the fastest way possible. So, what are we going to cover today? We're going to answer 3 very basic questions. First, what is the stock market? Second, how does the stock market work? And third, how can I start making money in the stock market? And trust me, you're not going to get this information anywhere else for free. The stock market is not the stock market. In India, it's called the Bombay Stock Exchange or the National Stock Exchange. Basically, it's a place where buyers and sellers meet and trade shares. A share is basically a small piece of a company that you buy. And once you own that share, you are technically a part owner of the company, and you get all the benefits that come with it. For example, if you buy a share of McDonald's, you're buying a small piece of the restaurant business, and you might receive coupons for free food, exclusive discounts, etc. But the biggest benefit of owning a share of McDonald's is that as the business grows and makes more money, the value of your share goes up, and so does your investment. But you have to be careful, because if the business does bad, your investment can also go down. Now, most companies distribute a portion of their profits to shareholders, and that's called dividend. So if you buy 100 shares of a company and it pays 1 rupee per share as dividend, you'll get 100 rupees every year. Now, some companies don't pay dividends. For example, companies like Amazon, Google, etc. Instead, they reinvest their earnings back into the business to help it grow faster. Now, let's talk about how much money you need to start investing. Well, you can buy a fraction of a share. For example, if a share costs 100 rupees, you can buy 10 shares for 1,000 rupees. 50 shares for 5,000 rupees, and so on. You can even buy fractions of shares, so you don't need to have lakhs of rupees in your bank account to start investing. Now, let's talk about the second point, which is how do you actually make money in the stock market? Well, there are 2 ways to make money in the stock market. The first way is through capital gains. For example, let's say you buy a share of Apple for $100. If the price of the share goes up to $105, you can sell your share and pocket $5 in profit. Same is true if the price drops. you can buy low and sell high. The second way to make money is through dividends. For example, if you own 100 shares of a company and it pays a dividend of $1 per share, you'll get $100 every year. The third question is how to choose the right broker. Well, there are many brokers out there, but in India, Zerodha and Upstocks are pretty popular. Zerodha is basically an online portal where you can buy and sell shares, while Upstocks is an app. Both platforms are good and reliable. I personally use 5paisa for my trades. Apart from these two options, there are a lot of other international platforms which you can use like Moomoo, Webull, etc. Now, let's move on to the next topic, which is what is Forex trading? Well, Forex is basically the exchange of one currency for another. For example, if you live in India and you want to buy something from Amazon US, you'll need to convert your rupees to dollars to complete the transaction. That's called Forex trading. When you trade Forex, you're basically predicting how the value of one currency will change in relation to another. For example, you might think that the euro will rise in value against the dollar, so you buy euros with dollars. If your prediction is correct, you'll make a profit. But if you're wrong, you'll lose your investment. To get started with Forex trading, you'll need to open an account with a Forex broker. Once you have an account, you can start trading, but remember, Forex trading is risky. You can lose more money than you invest. So be careful and only invest what you can afford to lose. Now, let's talk about cryptocurrency. Crypto is basically a digital asset that uses cryptography to secure transactions and control the creation of new units. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, etc. are all cryptocurrencies. Now, the question is, how do you make money from crypto? Well, there are basically three ways to make money from crypto. The first way is through mining. Mining is basically the process of verifying and adding transactions to the blockchain. You can set up a mining rig and join a mining pool to earn bitcoins. The second way is through trading. Trading is basically buying and selling cryptocurrencies to make a profit. And the third way is through staking. Staking is basically the process of holding and supporting a cryptocurrency network. You can stake your coins to earn interest or rewards. Now, let's talk about the final question, which is how to choose the right platform to buy crypto. Well, there are many platforms out there, but some of the popular ones are Binance, Coinbase, Wazirix, and CoinSwitch. These platforms allow you to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies. Now, before I wrap up this video, I want to leave you with one final thought. Money is not earned by people who keep on doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different result. Money is earned by those who come out of their comfort zone, those who take time and effort to upgrade themselves. And that's why I'm here. I've made over 200% ROI in 2 years of starting my journey in the stock market, and I want you to achieve the same. So if you found value in this video, please comment down below. I am ready to learn the game. This is a free mentorship series. The only way I can continue making these videos is if I know that people like you are interested in it. So if you want this to continue, make sure to subscribe. Also, please turn on the bell notification. Otherwise, you'll never know when our next video comes out. Now, I have another request. Please share this video with your friends and family members. The more people watch this, the more people will benefit from it. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, 99% of people see what they want to see. Only 1% knows how to read between the lines. Become that 1%.